Hey coders! Today, we're exploring an awesome package called SJSON. SJSON is a library in Golang for modifying JSON data. It allows you to manipulate JSON by adding, updating, or deleting fields. You can use SJSON to dynamically edit JSON configuration files, or modify JSON responses in middleware. It's also great for writing logs and audits, where fields need to be added or updated. Now that we've covered the basics, let's jump straight into VS Code and see how to use SJSON in action. Here, we have a simple Go project. Now, let's first add the SJSON package to our project using the command we copied earlier. You can see that the SJSON package has been added to our project. Now, let's start by learning how to create a JSON string using SJSON. With SJSON, you can either create a new JSON object from an empty string or modify an existing JSON object. To achieve this, we'll use the set method provided by SJSON, which allows us to add or update values in the JSON object. Let's first declare a variable initialized with an empty string. Now, let's add a simple field name to the JSON. The set method returns an updated string and an error if any occurs while adding the field. In the set method, first, we need to pass the string variable where we want to add the field. Then specify the path or field name. In this case, it's name. And finally, we provide the value for that JSON field. Now, let's print the JSON string variable. But before we do that, we need to handle error return by set method. After that, we can print the variable. Now, let's run the program and see the output. As you can see, we've successfully added the name field to the JSON string. Now, let's add some more fields. Let's add an age field to our JSON. Let's add some nested values also. To add a nested value, provide the path accordingly. Let's add a field called address. Inside it, let's include a nested field named city. Let's also add a field called country inside the address object just like the city. Now, let's run the program again. You can see that we have successfully added fields like age and nested values such as city and country inside the address field. Next, let's see how to set an array field and add values to it. First, let's create an empty array field in the JSON. Let's name the array field as skills. And we'll assign an empty slice to it, which will create an empty array field inside the JSON. Let's run the program and see the output. You can see that the empty array field called skills has been added to the JSON. Now, let's push some values to the skills array. To push values to the array, we use the path syntax like skills.-1. This tells SJSON to append the values to the array. Now let's run the program again and check the output. You can see that we have successfully pushed values to the skills array. Now, let's see how to modify an existing JSON. As an example, we have this JSON object that already has some fields. Now, let's update the value of the field called first inside the name field. Modification is same as adding field. Here also we have to use set method. Let's run the program and check the output. You can see name.first is updated. Now let's update the children array. To update an element in the array, we specify the name of the array followed by the index of the element. In this case, let's update the element at index 1. Run the program again and check the output. You can see that we've successfully updated the element at index 1. We can also push a new element to the array, just like we did when adding values earlier. You can see the output that the new element is pushed to children array. Now, let's see how to delete fields from the JSON. To delete a field, we use the delete method from the SJSON package. The delete method takes the JSON string and the name of the field we want to delete. Let's delete the children array. Let's see the output. You can see that the children array has been deleted. That's it for today's video. We've covered how to create, modify, add, and delete fields in a JSON string using the SJSON package. For more details, make sure to refer to the official documentation of the SJSON package.